Hello and welcome to my booth. My name is Danielle Morian and I co-authored this review research with Zachary Powell and Dr. Ray Lam of the Pharmaceutical Sciences Department here at PCOM. Our review is titled Health Problems of Obesity in Pets, One Health Approach for Prevention. And this review encompasses research on areas like health problems in obese cats and dogs, human and pet metabolism, treatments for humans and pets, how owner obesity affects pet obesity, and then using the One Health approach to prevent and treat obesity in both humans and pets. So here's our research poster. I'm going to talk a little bit about this throughout this presentation. So the background includes information on the increasing prevalence in both humans and pets in the US and the world. We're going to talk about some comorbidities like diabetes and heart failure. These are some treatments in humans and canines, but there are no approved treatments in felines. And then we're going to talk about how to implement the One Health approach to treat human and pet obesity at the same time. And this is going to include using pets as an obesity research model, increasing effective communication between healthcare providers and pet owners. And they are going to tell the pet owner how to implement more activities into his and his pet's life by doing combined activities like playing frisbee, playing catch, or going on a walk. And it's going to be beneficial for both the owner and the pet. And that's one example of a One Health approach. And so worldwide and here in America, obesity has been increasing in pets and humans since 1975. Obesity has tripled. In 2018, overweight and obese in dogs was at 55.8%, so over half. And then in cats, overweight and obese was at 59.5%, and that was in 2018. So this increasing prevalence is alarming and a cause for more increased research. And you can see from 75 to 2016, the growth rate of the percent of obese adults, you can see it's over 35% in the US alone. And in pets, you can see the growth from 2007 to 2018. Cats have always been a little bit more obese than dogs, but it has increased from around 10 and 18% to 18% in dogs and 34% in cats, and this is in 2018. So obesity is linked to multiple issues in all three species, like hyperlipidemia and urinary tract issues. Some of the more common or harmful issues are things like cardiomyopathies in both cats and dogs, heart failures in both cats and dogs, and then in cats you're going to see type 2 diabetes. Obesity is linked to type 2 diabetes in both humans and cats, but not in canines. And then osteoarthritis is linked to obesity in humans and canines, but not in cats. So with a dog with osteoarthritis, it's going to have a decreased quality of life and decreased mobility. And these are more reasons that research is needed in these areas. So health problems that are seen in humans, cats, and dogs are dyslipidemias, hypertension, heart diseases like cardiomyopathies. In dogs, you're going to see a dilated cardiomyopathy, so this left ventricle is going to be larger than it should be. And then in obese felines, you're going to see a hypertrophic cardiomyopathy where this muscle is thicker than it should be, and both of these make it harder for the heart to pump blood to the rest of the body. These are the only approved treatments for human obesity. In canines, you have virlotipide, which decreases fat absorption in the gut. And in felines, there is no approved treatments. There are some natural treatments. These work in humans and cats and dogs. You'll see polyphenols, red ginseng extract, and genistein specifically decrease inflammation and aid in weight loss management. Something very interesting that is seen in studies is a positive correlation between owner obesity and pet obesity. So this is one area of where we should be implementing this One Health approach because there's clearly a link between overweight owners causing their pets to be overweight. So we're going to implement the One Health approach in this area, which is going to include vets, doctors, researchers, policymakers. They are all going to collaborate and coordinate together and implement this One Health approach into society in their practices, teaching owners. And this is going to benefit both the owner and the pet at the same time. That's why it's called One Health. So we're going to increase communication at the vet level. We're going to include a team approach. And then next, we are going to use the human-to-animal bond to prevent motivation loss in the human and also increase activity in both the human and the pet. And this will aid in weight loss now and keep it off in the future, which is one of the challenges that researchers have been trying to overcome. So this increased activity in both the human and the pet is going to prevent weight gain, help in weight loss, and then overall benefit both the owner and the pet. And then the third area where we can implement this One Health approach is the research models for obesity. So we do use lab rats. They are a good model, but in other areas, pets should be used because they share things with humans that rats do not, which things like genetic diversity, psychosocial stressors, and the environment. So we need to start using more pets. And then in conclusion, a One Health approach is going to include researcher, physician, veterinarian, and official collaboration to increase health in the owner and the pet at the same time by leveraging that human-animal bond, increasing communication. And then this review can be used as a tool for future researchers to use as a base for their research or just as an educational resource for healthcare providers or pet owners as well. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening, and please reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.